the other story that I want to tell is the first time we met.
What was the first time we met?
Do you remember?
Was it Wreck the Mic?
Yes.
It was Wreck the Mic, right? Okay, I was
Yes.
thinking whether it was Cypher Club or Wreck the Mic first. It was Wreck the Mic. That was cool. That was a last minute thing. So I'm glad we actually met there because you caught me at a good time. Like, I was asked 3 hours prior to the event to headline it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I finished my album that day, actually.
Wow, that's such
I was finishing my album, and I was like, I finished recording and mixing My Funny Valentine, and I was like, oh my god, I love this song so much, I can't wait to play it. Fucking moments later, Benny J calls me out, Twizzie, give me a call right away. It's like, oh, we need a headliner. I was like, yo, I just finished a couple songs in the studio, let me go test them out. I wrecked the mic. And that was the beginning of Space Cowboy. I never played Space Cowboy any time before that, so it like worked out so well. And it was, yeah, so last minute, but I strive for those moments. And see, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have met you then. So
that's
cool,
super
cool.
dope.
Yeah.
That's wild how that happened on the same day too, right?
That is insane. Yeah, that's how it happened.
And I gotta say, like, when you performed, easily. If you guys have never seen this guy perform, please do yourself a favor and watch this guy perform, because he is a fucking beast on the stage.
Dude,
like, bro, you are a beast on the stage. The first time I saw you, that was the first time I even heard of Twizzie. Like, the first time I even saw, like,
I think many people as well, because when the Wreck the Mic came, I didn't do a show for like 6 months. Like, I was kind of disappeared from the scene. So that was like my first show in a long time. So when I went to Wreck the Mic, I've never done Wreck the Mic, the Rec Room or anything like that. So the last time I did it was like a 10 at 10 showcase, like the official 10 at 10 showcase.
Right. Shout out to 10 at 10 and Benny J.
10 at 10 for sure. Like that was like a year ago. So when I went to Wreck the Mic, I'm like, whoa, there's so many new faces. And that shit got me excited, man. I'm like, oh yes, I love it when people don't know me. that's what feeds me. You know
exactly,
what I mean?
And it was perfect, right?
Yeah.
Like, because if you didn't go that day to perform those songs, I wouldn't have got to know who you are, and this wouldn't have been happening right now.
Word,
you know
that's
what I mean?
That's
like,
very true. Then, like, you weren't the only one as well. Like, there was people that just found out about me based on that show and hit me up for gigs afterwards. So it's like, that's why it's hard for me to say no. Shout out to that guy in the Kawhi Leonard jersey we win this year, Toronto Raptors.
Yeah. That's out of the Toronto Raptors.
We getting it tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
sure.
oh yeah.
That's
dog.
the business. That's the business. But yeah, man, that's why it's like hard for me to turn down gigs like that, especially for people like 10 at 10 and stuff like that, because I know like something always would arise from it. And like this, for example, like who knows if we'd be doing this podcast had that meeting not happened at that time, because you would have met me one way or another, I think, eventually, but I don't know if you would have met me performing.
Exactly.
Right. So you would have made, maybe you would have had a different impression. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Vice versa as well.
Exactly, yeah. I agree. And the first impression I got was just like, holy shit, this guy is killing a stage.
Word, that was
like,
so fun.
So,
that was so fun.
I want to ask, because I was watching some of your videos from 2012.
Oh shit! We're digging. Okay.
And I saw like in your live performances, like you still had the same energy back then that you do now. And I mean that.
I almost wondering what video you saw.
It was the song about bitches.
Oh, with Prey. Shout out to Prey. Okay. That was the swag era. I call that the swag era.
Okay.
I call that the swag era.
Oh no, your look was totally different at the time.
That was the swag era, man. That was the swag era. During that day, 2012, like late 2011, 2012, 2013, I called it the swag era because I was with Prey, and all we really try to do is make songs for the club, make songs for women, and just like people to party to. And that's like what we focused on around that year for sure. The song about her and the song about bitches. Oh shit, that was fun. But it was good, man. It was a good running era. We played a bunch of clubs and that kind of scene, you know what I mean? It wasn't really like a hip hop scene, but we did a lot of like club shows, so it was fun.
Word.
Yeah, man. But I'm glad you found that. I'm gonna go have to watch that again because I did not know that exists still. So
yeah, for sure. No, and the thing I wanted to say about that was like your energy, bro. Like your energy on stage is still super sharp back then.
Word.
So how did you develop that energy, like that performance? How did you develop that?
Honestly, man, it's because like my history before I even got into hip hop, and I'm actually the most noob at like hip hop based on like, you know, maybe any other like rappers, you know, and stuff like that. I only got into hip hop in 2010. Before that,
wow.
I didn't really listen to rap or anything. I was a metalhead, and I fronted like kind of like a punk hardcore screamo band. So everything I listen to is high aggressive, high intensity. That's how I perform and stuff like that. And that's the kind of stuff I listen to, from music videos to live performances. It's like the Slipknots and stuff like that. You know what I mean? The Linkin Park, the Corns. That's my steez. So when I got into hip hop and like when I finally started performing, it's just like, yo, why can't I bring that to hip hop? And it was like super weird in the beginning because like people didn't really like understand it. But like as I kept doing it, it kind of became like what people expect of me, like the image of like the whole like rock, emo, like hip hop thing that kind of became my thing. So I'm just glad people started to accept it eventually. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically the origins of how I got into this and how I became like how I brought my flavor into just hip hop as well. Yeah.
So it was like a different energy. You were bringing like that rock energy.
Yeah. I'm used to. I'm not used to people standing around watching people perform on stage. I'm used to like as soon as a song hits, headbanging, mosh pit, and stuff like that. That's what I'm used to.
And dog, and you know that's like hip hop where people just stand there and just like mean mug you and like look at you.
Exactly. So the first few times I performed, definitely, and I started rapping, that's the kind of reaction I get, and I'm just like nervous as shit because that's not the crowd I'm used to. The crowd I'm used to, I'm a mosher myself. I'm always in the middle of the pit and stuff like that when I go to shows, even if it's hip hop. So now there's like a lot more like, you know, a lot of that fusion going on with the hip hop crowds. I mean, you see like some people call it mosh pits with the hip hop they see these days. I don't think it's mosh pits until they've been in a punk rock mosh pits. But I guess it is mosh pit.
It's still a mosh pit.
It's still a mosh pit.
I feel like you've created mosh pits when you performed at like the Rec Room. And
the Rec Room, yeah.
Yeah.
Homie started it, so those guys are wild, man. So it's pretty cool. So I'm just trying to bring that, you know, that mentality one at a time. And I see that people already kind of know that. I mean, there's a lot of that exists in hip hop today. But I don't know, man. Your guys' mosh pit is still kind of lacking to what I'm used to. So it's nice, though. It's nice. I like that it's growing and it's getting there. The culture over like punk rock is getting there. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah.
So we're calling out hip hop right now. We gotta step up. We gotta step up our mosh pit game.
Yeah, they say mosh pits, man. Like I don't know, man. I see like shoving and stuff. That's cool, but it's not the mosh pits I'm used to. It's like people be drop kicking each other from the back. You know what I mean? When the beat drops.
People are getting punched and shit.
Yeah.
The only time I've experienced something like that was at a Tech 9 concert.
I could see Tech 9 I could see Tech 9 happening.
People were getting punched out left and right.
I could see Tech 9 happening there. Because you know why? A lot of Tech 9 fans are actually like, I'm gonna say there's like white people, like metalheads as well.
Yeah, rock
so that's
fans.
Why
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Rock fans.
Yep.
I mean, you could look at Tech 9's features. His features, like Jonathan Davis from Korn, like he'd always get like rockers, people from Avenged Sevenfold and stuff like that. So mentality-wise, like a lot of people that listen to Tech 9 are also like rock fans transitioning into rap. So I think in the beginning, like that's kind of like my fan base as well. Like a lot of I talk to a lot of fans that are like punk rock. I don't really listen to a lot of rap, but yo, Twizzie does this and he does that and he loves this type of music, so he'll listen to my music. So I like having that niche crowd, like, you know what I mean. So shout outs to all my people that are like, you know, the rockhead people as well that follow me because of that reason. And then now I'm introducing him to like, you know, like some of that realer hip hop, you know what I mean, and getting him into that. So yeah, man.
Word. Now, you talked in the Pursuit of Happiness podcast. Shout out to the Pursuit of Happiness. I was doing some digging, and you spoke about being the only Filipino rapper in King of the Dot at the time.
At the time, by all means, I don't do like mad research on like who's there and who's not, but I did do my research, and I was the only Filipino